What is up, my beautiful human beings? It's your girl Cassidy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am getting into an updated Q&A. I'm kind of nervous about this one because I feel like a lot has changed in my life and I haven't talked about it. Alright, so about 2 days ago I went on Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me questions, and you guys sent in a bunch of awesome questions. I screenshotted them. So before we get into the questions, of course, give this video a big thumbs up because you guys know it helps me out so much, and especially for a video like this where I'm getting a little bit more personal, just hit the thumbs up to make me feel a little bit better about this. And while you're down there, of course, subscribe. It's pretty lit in the CassidySecrets fam, so just go ahead and get that fun stuff out of the way, and let's just jump right into these questions. Anaya Grace _ says, how do you describe your style? What's your style inspiration? So I feel like this question always kind of confuses me. Well, not confuses me, but I never know how to describe my style. Like, I really don't know how to describe my style. I would say, I guess if I had to put it all together, I am very inspired by street style, like New York street style. I love to be comfortable. Like, that is my #1 thing. I need to be comfortable. To be very honest with you guys, I'm not really like a dress kind of girl, like a dress or skirt kind of girl. I'm not saying that I never wear dresses or skirts, because of course I do. You guys know I do. And I do like them from time... What? I thought there was a bug in my coffee. And I do like dresses and skirts from time to time, but I'm just like more of a pants kind of girl. Like, I love a really cool, dope pair of pants to like just make an outfit complete. If you would ask my best friend what my style is, or like one phrase to describe my style, I just like to look and feel like a swaggy bitch. Like, I just want to look swaggy. Like, I'm dripping in swag. Like, I don't know. That's just my style. That's really the only way I can describe it. Whether I'm wearing sneakers, heels, pants, like, I just like to be dripping in swag. And what's your style inspiration? For sure, New York. Like, everything New York is my style inspiration, because obviously I live here and there's just so much style. Like, there's so much personal style concentrated in New York, and you can really grab inspiration from anywhere you look. So yeah, I think I'm definitely like New York influenced. How many followers did you have on here when you first started? That question was by Cassandra _ Clemente. So how many followers? I mean, when I first started I had 0. No, I'm just kidding. When I first started to like take the whole beauty and fashion thing like super seriously, I would say I had like 4,000 followers on Instagram. But even during that time where I had 4,000, I was still posting makeup videos. I was still posting like makeup posts on Instagram. And it took me a long time to get where I'm at, but I will say the beginning of 2017, so about 2 years ago, was when I decided that I'm really gonna take it serious. And from that point on was when I had most of my growth. So yeah, so definitely, like, I started out just like everybody else, like smaller numbers, but when I started to be consistent, tagging brands, hashtagging, like constantly posting twice a day on Instagram, like always posting, just like always on my game, that was when things grew for me. Logan Dolly said, I know... Here's the question. Logan Dolly said, I noticed you haven't mentioned your boyfriend in a while. Are you guys still together? Chris and I are no longer together. It's... I really don't know what the fuck to say. But I will say, just so you guys know, I know I've been kind of off recently. I haven't been as active or like as dedicated as I feel like I could be to you guys, to my Instagram, to my YouTube, to everything on like my social media work life. I do feel like I've been kind of absent, and I apologize for that. But just know, like, I've been dealing with life, and like that's been a huge transition for me. You know, I I hope you guys can understand and just know that like I'm slowly but surely getting back into things. I'm like feeling better about myself and my decisions. I'm on a very new self-discovering journey and I don't know what lies ahead. Pauline, my girl right here, I love Pauline. Pauline is one of my very, very loyal subscribers and followers, and she lives in France. Pauline said, she asked me a bunch of questions, and the first one is, how is your life going on right now? My life is very different than it was before. It's very much like on my own terms. I am a lot more independent. I really have learned to balance work life and doing things completely out of pleasure. Like, it's so weird. Like, I've just really started doing things that, you know, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I have things with like my creativity or art, or like things that I used to do all the time. Like, for example, I used to dance in high school. I used to dance like contemporary, lyrical, ballet, and I did it a little bit throughout college as well, and I just stopped, but it's always been something that I loved so much, and I was pretty good, and I just stopped doing it. And I always think about it, about like going back to take a dance class. So recently I started doing that again, and I'm just doing it. I'm just like, all right, that's something I want to do. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to book the class and I'm going to do it. So something like that is an example. I also really love writing and reading, and I found out about a few like poetry events that I can go to learn about writing and stuff like that. So just like random things like that, like solid interests that I have that I never really acted on before. But now I'm just taking the time to be like, now's the time more than ever to just do something for me. Do more things for me while still maintaining like spending time with my family and my close friends and getting work done and making money. Like, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. What are you looking forward to in 2019, personally and professionally? Personally, in 2019, I'm just looking forward to, I guess I would say just like continuing to like building my solid relationships. Not that they're not built already, but like my friendships and my family relationships, maintaining those and putting like genuine, real time and effort into keeping those is something that's really, really important to me personally. I'm looking forward to traveling more. I'm just like, I'm going. I am a little girl with wings. I'm just going wherever I want to go. I'm booking trips. I'm saving my money and booking flights, and like, I'm just going. And professionally, I don't have any specific, well, I'm lying. I do have specific goals. For 2019, I want to host my first makeup lesson in class here in New York. I am definitely going to do that 2019. The beginning of 2019, I am hosting my first makeup class and meet and greet. So you guys can buy tickets, come get a makeup lesson from me, how I do my makeup on my clients. And then we'll be able to like have a meet and greet, have some drinks, some food, and like take pictures together and just talk. You guys will be able to ask me questions about my career and like all of that stuff. So that's like the thing that I want to focus on for the beginning of 2019. And it's my first time ever doing anything like that. So I'm really excited to make that happen. I might even start a business in 2019. Who knows? Keep your eye out. What does a Dominican Christmas/Thanksgiving dinner look like? I need ideas, haha. So I actually have a video of exactly how it looks. It's more about how it sounds versus how it looks, because my family is so loud. Like, you guys will not believe. It is other levels of loud. So what we do is we all go to my grandmother's house and we set up a really long table in the middle, put all the trays with the food, and then we just go ham. So you can scoop it with a spoon. You hear everyone just yelling over each other. So that is what a Dominican Thanksgiving looks like. Please make a video with only using one brand. I would love that. I love doing one brand tutorials. If you have a specific brand that you want me to use, comment it down below and I can definitely get that out for you guys. Miss Monica the Risa says, what has been the hardest but best decision you've made to be where you are now? I love that question. That's such a good question. Because usually sometimes the decisions that are the best for you are the hardest to make. Just because a lot of times they might affect other people, or you might just be too scared to take a certain risk for yourself. There was a time in my life when I started YouTube. And the most difficult decision was to be honest with myself about the fact that I was not made to take like a traditional career path. And I know it sounds kind of stupid, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe a lot of you can relate to this actually. But I felt this unending, insane amount of pressure to like go to school, study for something, stay on like one straight path, and then get a job in that thing that I studied for and just have that job for the rest of my life. And like that pressure weighed on me so heavily, and I just never really fit in. Like I never did well, like trying to go along that path that I thought was right, that path that was expected of me. Anything that allowed me to be creative always like had me like so excited, like lit up from within. But sometimes you're put into this box, like people want to put you in a box, right? And my hardest decision was deciding to be honest about who I was and accept it and go with it. But it's been the best decision, obviously, because I'm so much more fulfilled with my life. At a young age, like took that risk to tell everyone like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, no, I'm not finishing school because it's not serving me. But hey, guess what? I'm going to start this thing and I'm going to work and I'm going to work and I'm going to work and I'm going to start making money and I'm going to be successful and I'm going to be happy and you're going to see. And anyone that was unhappy about it might have been unhappy about it for a moment, but they eventually came around because they eventually saw like how I was succeeding and how I was getting things out of my life and just how much happier I was as a person. And luckily I've been blessed to have really supportive parents, you know, that of course like in the beginning did have some kind of fear because they're my parents and they love me and they want the best for me. But overall they really pushed me to just do what makes me happy. And yeah, so I would say that like being honest with kind of like the career path, the educational like school path that I chose to not take, that was the best decision that I've ever made because I feel really happy with what I'm doing right now. Araujo.fio said, are you a Barbie? No, but my mom is, so I'm like Barbie's daughter. How many countries have you visited and what are they? Ooh, wow, okay. Let's see. First, I would say DR, Puerto Rico, Spain, Greece, Italy, London, France, Aruba, Costa Rica, Mexico. I think that might... Oh, I've been to Canada too. Canada. So, 11 countries. I'm just going to keep on racking up on that list because 2019, I'm telling you, I am traveling, girl. Becca_Titarelli says, do you still use the beach waiver to curl your hair? Yes, I still use the beach waiver to curl my hair. I used it this morning to curl it. I still love it. It's amazing. It's just like my favorite curling iron ever. Leslie Kuna says, how often do you wash your hair? You guys have a lot of questions about my hair and I promise the hair care routine is coming. Promise. I wash my hair probably once a week. I can go a really long time without washing my hair, guys, and I swear it doesn't really look that dirty after a while because it's just so like dry that even when the oils come out of my scalp, it doesn't even look like it. And I also have really thick hair, so it takes a lot for my hair to get dirty, so I only wash it once a week. Ashley Marlin says, what advice can you give someone that's in a complicated relationship? My number one and only advice is just focus on yourself. Like, if you're in a complicated relationship, if you can't figure things out, if you're not sure if it's for you, silence all the questions. Focus on yourself. Like, focus on you within. The more you take care of yourself, the more things that are not meant for you will move away from you. And I'm telling you, like, when something is not meant for you and you're only putting all of your love and all of your energy into yourself, into loving yourself, into taking care of yourself, into feeding your interests, into working on projects that make you happy, working on accomplishing goals that make you feel better about yourself. The more you do those things for yourself, the more things that are not meant for you, they'll just float away. They'll just float away from you, I'm telling you. And then when you focus on yourself, you focus on fulfilling your heart on the inside. So everything that fulfills you, everything that is meant for you just comes right to you, because that's what you're seeking. You're seeking to fulfill yourself within, to make your mind be at peace, to make your heart feel so full. So when you have that kind of energy going on within you, that's all that comes to you. So that complicated relationship will most likely fade away, and maybe a better relationship will just come towards you. And you just have to focus on yourself. Don't focus on like outwardly things too much. Don't worry too much if something is going to work out, or if it isn't going to work out. Just stop and find a center for a second. Find yourself for a second and give that to yourself. All right, guys, so that is it for my updated Q&A. I hope you guys got a really good idea of where I'm at in life. I hope you guys got a little bit more insight as to things just happening with me personally. I really like doing these videos because I feel like it gives you guys a sense of like, hey, she's an actual person and not just like this face on Instagram or YouTube. I love that I get to have you guys here along with me, because even you just asking like some of these personal questions, I can tell that you guys are going through the same things maybe that I'm going through as well. So it feels like we can be there for each other, which I really like. So that's it for this updated Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you know how much it means to me from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!